The boundary awareness that you're talking about, sometimes I do feel when the fielder in the deep realizes that there isn't much elevation on offer, then he tends to get a little easy, go a little easy. That complacency can set in. Your thoughts on that?
But we are talking about the last 4 overs, the very good chances of, the batsman completely going absolute amok. So I think once you're on the boundary line, it's better that you stay somewhere closer. This was an easy catch once again. A couple of dropped catches will definitely bite.
How much is the question now? It needed a single after that six. Looks like 145 kind of a track for you.
I will still trust your judgment of 160.
Yeah, another innocuous single, went at it with hard hands. That's when Sri Lanka has also played an excellent extra pair of hands for Fernando today. Doing exactly what's required, not hanging around, scoring runs at a good pace, 18 of 13, when the batsman at the other end is going for big shots.
Yeah, but 10 and over from here on probably will be about 139, 140. So, yeah, I mean, if Oman is able to restrict Sri Lanka to 145, I still think that it will be a good total for them to chase down.
Sri Lanka play a lot of all-rounders. Decided not to throw. The batsman decided not to dive or drag the bat. Single at the end. 17 overs gone. 1-1-0 for 4.
$110 for 4. A quick drink and probably a message to the batters. Trying to take stock. The crowd slowly but surely building up to what looks like to be another beautiful stadium in this part of the world. Some amazing change in the infrastructure in the last 1 month. The light towers have come up, and we'll probably see the light towers in action tomorrow and day after.
Yes, we will. All through that transition, I was covering games as the World Cricket League, CWC League 2. Yeah, ICC Cricket World Cup League 2. And all through that transition, it was still very surprising because we used to finish a game at night, come back next morning, and then 2 stands would have been erected. Finish that particular game, come back a day later, the stadium looked so different. The pace at which the construction's going on is just incredible. And all for Cricket World Cup, T20 World Cup that's around the corner. Well, that's another easy shot that is just smashed away for 6. There's a sense of ease when this batsman bats. Trust me, cricket is not that easy. Batting, less so.
On the leg side, flicked it beautifully for a 6. What a shot.
Today he's writing a thesis on flick. Avishka Fernando.
You talked about the way the construction has happened. Definitely a sense of urgency. And the Sri Lankan batsman now showing a sense of urgency to try and catch up to that 145 to 160 range.
Yeah, would be a very good game then. 145 to 160 would be a brilliant game indeed. And is it asking for too much, or would you think Fernando can sense 3 figures from here? He has the time, he has the shots, he has the form.
Just 28 to go, 4 more shots like that, that's all you need. Just you need to just translate that into 4 shots, yeah? Or 4.5.
Oh, he's been taking the pace off that one. Put down by Kashyap Prajapati. Kalimullah is screaming. Catching hasn't been the best suit for Oman today. First Jatinder, now Kashyap Prajapati. Usually safe hands today, all buttered up.
I would like to seriously recommend that please stop reverse cup. It's just not working.
Kalimullah was pleading. And then Sandeep got as well. There was another drop catch. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati dropping a catch in the deep.
To me, that's a straightforward catch. You know, Oman could ill afford dropping these kind of catches to a set batsman.
Yes, the idea is to take the pace off the ball. Request Avishka Fernando to not just provide placement but power as well.
Definitely the batter probably expected that to be declared a white ball. So maybe he moved too much, or not sure whether he hit the pad. But what the consistency that we see is that, you know, for every over the first delivery has actually gone for a boundary.
Yeah, or the third in a couple of overs back. But yes, the first part of the over, the ball had an appointment rope with a boundary. Appointment with a boundary rope at least once. Kalimullah is taking the pace off. It's not the Kalimullah that streams in. This could be another opportunity. No, will land safely. Direct hit, and now will they go for a single? Not very often do you see direct hit becoming a bane.
Thankfully, you know, they didn't go for the second. But yeah, this pretty much fell in the no man's land. And Oman fielders definitely would want these direct hits to come to play when it is really needed, you know.
Yes, and also take those catches as well. Cling on to them. The ball fell in no man's land. Nobody was really bothered about it because when it did come to the fielder, they didn't take it either.
The coach is going to have a very, very tough conversation, I'm sure.
Yes, today they will. So Dilip Mendes is never scolding them. Oh, now this is back of the hand. All this Kalimullah was reserving for the T20. Didn't see him bowl this even once in the 50 over format. Game after game was looking to bowl quicker and quicker. Now he's getting into the T20 mode. The first spell was about pace. The second spell was about how slow is it going to be.
Just make it a little bit difficult for the batsman to probably reach out or, you know, go for a complete swing. So clearly his pace is actually helping. So yeah, the game is changing. You know, the faster bowlers are bowling slower ones, the slower ones slowing down.
And then there was Rajat Bhatia.
Absolutely.
I was interviewing him, and at least I think a year back, and he was telling me that it's about backing your strengths no matter what you play, and my strength was a slower delivery. I knew I was not going to clock 140. It's one thing to slow down the game as a captain. It's quite another to slow the game down through deliveries like these. In this over, most of the balls were slower deliveries after the first one disappeared for a 6. 18 overs gone. Sri Lanka, 120 for 4. This has been the bowling effort for Oman so far. 6 bowlers used. Kalimullah is bowled out. His 4 overs has picked up an important wicket early on, Ahmed Fayaz, but he's been magnificent with 1 more over up his sleeve. He's already picked up 2. Zishan Maqsood with 1 more up his sleeve. Has been a little expensive today. Mohammad Nadeem yet to find his first. Aqib Ilyas was tried for a couple of overs. Then Khabar Ali has 1 more over to go, and he's already picked up a wicket for 18 runs. Follow wickets, 1 for 7, 2 for 7. Sri Lanka were in trouble by the time they ended up with 21 for 3.
Absolutely. The last wicket fell when the score was 51. So these two have really put on a very strong partnership.
Shanaka launches a missile, and that'll sail over in no time. The assault has begun.
What a beautiful shot. Once again, magnificent. Right out of the park, and much to the delight of the Sri Lankan fans. probably you need a new ball, because I don't think they're going to recover that. It's pretty much gone outside the stadium.
Yes, there were donkeys trading there, and that piece of leather would be found probably day after tomorrow.
I don't mind actually giving a look on my way back out.
Yes, we can ask Shanaka to sign it for you as well.
What a beautifully timed shot, you know. I mean, the moment it hit the bat, the sound said it, yeah, it's a six. Sometimes I feel, you know, for that kind of shots which goes the length, you know, much beyond, you know, not a bad idea to probably give a couple of runs more, you know, for the effort and the shot. Absolutely, it deserves a 12.
I'll tell you what, you find that ball, will give you 2 more. But I'll tell you what, it's one of those shots which not only the coach will feel proud of, but the director as well. He's got a lovely person at ball follow today.
Interestingly,
as always.
Interestingly, the ball is back, you know, so.
It's been given a lot of wipes.
Yep.
We live in a day and age where the ball's given a lot of wipes.
Yeah, these are difficult times, different times. Thankfully, you know, at least sports is back in action, you know, after all this 1.5 years of complete quietness.
Yes, we're still getting used to those bubbles and everything, but good thing is the crowd is back.
That's true, that's true. And these kind of shots, you know, it gives so much of joy to an onlooker. What a wonderful shot.
Papa Ray will burst into action if one of those is followed up by a big shot again. That's taken the shoulder, but is also traveling. 6 it is. 2 sixes back to back.
140 looks a much lesser total now. Edged over the third man for another 6.
This Sri Lankan innings will be remembered for the way they've fought back into this game. 21 for 3, didn't lose hope. Fantastic Fernando alongside Dashun Shanaka, bringing this game into Sri Lanka's territory again. 132 for 4. Are we in for a thrilling assault towards the end? Nadeem is looking for answers, not the ball back in his hand. Yes, those arms will spread. That's not something that the bowler wants to see when he turns back.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. 2 consecutive sixes. The pressure is clearly back on Nadeem. And yes, this is the time for him to show his character.
I tell you what, it's been a while since Nadeem has been treated with disdain as well. It's been all comfortable games today. Oman is getting way out of its comfort zone. Yes, they were testing games, the previous ones as well. Today in T20 up against Sri Lanka, pinning them to the mat, and then Sri Lanka bouncing back has been a great script for the game so far.
Definitely the Sri Lankan team, the middle order has come to the party. But it will also, and this also augurs well for Oman, you know, to see that how they can probably handle pressure a lot better. Having got those initial breakthrough and with the score at 51 for 4. If those catches had gone their way, you know, Oman was pretty much in the game.
Absolutely, 2 more wickets would have fallen, new men at the crease. The game would have been a different one altogether.
No one backing up, neither the bowler was backing up. Clearly there was an opportunity for a run out, but goes a begging.
Yeah, there will be a separate chapter called fielding that will be discussed once this game ends for Oman.
But this is not how it started, you know. The first 4 overs, we could see the intensity, some great fielding. Suddenly, you know, probably some sense of complacency, dropped catches, you know, catches going outside the boundary, run out not even being, you know, there was absolutely no effort to get back to the stumps. Yeah, some homework to do.
I wanted to access the gap better, hence was going down the track. In the end, it becomes a comfortable single, but the batsman was looking for more on that occasion. Avishka Fernando, he's been excellent. Remember, once you land in Oman, there is some acclimatizing to do as well. He's played a lot of cricket in a lot of heat, Avishka Fernando, coming from Sri Lanka, but coming here, getting such a good innings under your belt when your team needed it the most, just sets the series up nicely for him.
It really augurs well for him, and extremely happy for him that he has been able to build this innings beautifully. And follows up with another 6. Yes, it is. 22 of this over.
The spaces look wider when he pierces the gap like that. No fielder moved. Everyone's playing statue. It had fetch written all over it once it left the bat. Mohammad Nadeem's got a lot of thinking to do. He's been taken to the cleaners today. 42 in his 4.
142 for 4 after 19. .142 for 4 with the last over coming up. What do we have in store? Let's see if my pitch expert's prediction of 160 comes true.
It's the first time someone's used those words for me, pitch expert.
I want it to come true, to be honest with you.
I said 160 because the surface looked like 161. We'll have a great game now with this assault. 160 is on the cards. More than that. Even the short ball tactics is not working at the moment. Batsmen are comfortably picking up singles and twos, hooking the ball with ease.
The run rate has steadily climbed from it was almost around 4 when this after the 5th over mark, and gone up to almost close to 7.5. 2 runs off that delivery. Shanaka, no one realized he actually moved to 35 of 20 whilst this entire carnage from Fernando was continuing, and brilliant support from the other end.
What an excellent inning Shanaka is playing. He's timed the assault to perfection. Now the cheeky shots are also unfurling. Mohammad Naseem not getting it in the middle of his gloves, allowing that single. Good work by Fayaz to eventually put in the dive to stop runs off his own bowling.
Always a difficult switch is always difficult, you have to get it so right, but thankfully he got a single, and giving the opportunity to Fernando to try and go for his shots once again and see if he can get closer to his 100.
Is that on the cards as well? Is that the icing on the cake for Sri Lanka? A very good finish with Fernando lifting his bat, taking his helmet off.
3 sixes is what we are looking for.
Didn't have the pace to play with. Fernando will pick up a single. He's kicking himself. Knows there could have been more on offer had he middled it better.
.146 for 4 after 19.3 with 3 more deliveries to go. And so far Zishan has kept the batters quiet, just 4 runs. Can he finish it off nicely?
And that Fayaz bouncer is already been utilized. The first ball, remember. The slow ball Yorker, which has been picked up and posted over long on. Magical hit.
As good as it gets. As good as it gets. 152. Beautifully executed 6. Truly magical shot. Wonderful.
There's a sense of irreverence for long on and long off in this game.
They could hardly move, they were just ball watching, absolutely no chance. And it's not that it cleared the rope just barely, it pretty much, went way back.
Fayaz's answer to the previous shot would be another slower delivery, which has been hit even further. 6 more.
Raining. We had a cyclone couple of days back. Now we have the 6th cyclone.
Yeah, the Shanaka storm has come to Oman. We're talking about Fernando reaching 3 figures. No, Shanaka is looking for a 50 around the corner it is. 2 sixes back to back, almost camping on the back foot, setting himself for a slower delivery. 158 for 4. Shanaka 3 away from a very well-made half century, coming out of the shadows of Fernando initially. Putting in the hard yards, letting Fernando bloom to a better innings and then taking the mantle of playing the big shots. Shanaka has been playing an excellent knock.
These two have played so well, complemented each other and playing shots at the right time, rebuild the innings and finishing it off beautifully. Just the last ball coming up. Are we going to see another 6 and a 50?
Slight change in field then. Fine leg comes in, becomes short fine leg. Is the flick on then? He's gone with a straight bat and he's gone for a very safe area. Will finish with the boundary, will finish with his hand lifted up, his bat lifted up for a 50. Fantastic finish for Sri Lanka as they reach 162 and are requesting Oman to score 163 if you want to be pronounced winners. This has been one of the best knocks from both the batsmen who finished it off for Sri Lanka.
Take a ball, Shanaka. What a shot. What a way to finish the innings. 162. That's the tall order, given the fact that where they were at the end of the 5th over or even after 10.
21 for 3. You say 162 for 4. At the end of 20 overs, you'll take it with both hands. Shanaka has been excellent towards the end. Fernando has been excellent throughout.
This has been a tremendous recovery from Sri Lanka. Clearly showing what they are made of. A brilliant 5th wicket partnership of almost 110 odd runs. And bringing Sri Lanka back into the game. But for those drop catches, yeah.
Absolutely, those drop catches would have taken off a few runs from this. Now, these are the wickets. Fayaz started off well, picked up Chandimal without scoring. Then Mendes soon found out that it's difficult to play that Yorker first up. Catch it was the call, but who was the question because Kavarelli wasn't tall enough, as Sundaram sir put it. Then some brilliant shots started to unfurl from the bat of the right-hander. 9 out of 10 times that would have been taken. Then came the Jatinder opportunity. Reverse cup is not been their best friend today for Oman. Then this was the era where the run making was done in singles and twos and occasionally the boundaries were hit. Then towards the end was all assault. Kavarelli was brilliant with the ball in hand in the first over. But thereafter it was a different story. Fayaz started to go for runs. Every bowler started to go for runs. And the batsmen were able to time their shots to perfection in the early part of the over and nurgle the singles and twos and milk the bowling thereafter. That's been Sri Lanka's approach with the bat in hand.
Nisanka scored 8 of 14. Chandimal, first ball, duck. And so was Mendes, followed him immediately. But what an innings by Fernando and Shanaka. 83 of 59. Well supported by 51 of 24 by Shanaka. Rajapaksha scored 15 of 21. 162 for 4. Just 5 extras of the 20 overs. This has been a brilliant recovery from where Sri Lanka was.
Yes, the 7 bowlers used by Oman to fill their 20 overs. Kalimullah picked up a wicket in his quarter of 4. Was looking good, and Ahmed Fayaz, but getting a game today, making an impact. A pick of the bowlers with 2 wickets, slightly expensive towards the end. We'll have to work on that with the World Cup around the corner. Zishan Maqsood going wicketless after a long time. Mohammad Nadeem in his 4 overs went for a lot of runs as well. Aki Villiers was given just a couple of overs to see if he's turning the ball, if he's troubling the batsman, wasn't to be, and Cavarelli doesn't bowl out today, but does pick up a wicket in his 3 overs.
This has been a magnificent recovery, and this has also tested the Sri Lankan middle order. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back with the second innings once we resume.
वाला माइक चेक करो, फार वाला, फार का माइक।
बोलो बोलो।
क्लैप कर रहा हूँ मैं इस पे।
ओके आ रहा है क्लैप आ रही है।